Good morning, world. So I'm going to do a quick little guide on how to level quickly, because it seems like a very big issue for a lot of newer players. They get in, they do the tutorial with their custom character, they don't know what they're doing, and for some odd reason it takes them 6-8 hours to level from 1 to 30, 30 being the soft cap for Crowfall. So I got a couple of things to point out here. If you don't know anything and you need to play through what we call the new player experience, which is a set of quest lines to more or less teach you the bare bone basic of Crowfall and how to interact with the world and all that fun jazz, there's another option, and it's called archetypes. And archetypes are pre-built characters that have pre-built or pre-assigned majors and minors. Now, these characters are very specific. You only have 6 choices, and out of the 6 choices, if you want to level quickly and have a character that can more or less clear camps very efficiently and easily, I would advise you to either choose between the champion or the Templar. Now, the reason why I say these two is because Templars, just as a class, is one of the best classes to use to farm camps, which is more or less for gold or to farm dust, which, as a new player, you don't know what dust is yet, but it's highly sought after by crafters in this game, so it's always valuable. Now, the reason why I say champion is because champions are really good at clearing camps, and so are Templars as a class, but champions are probably king at this moment for that. So I am going to go ahead and make this character real quick. I like that hairdo. Looks fresh. Okay. So in the screen as a new player, you don't know what's going on yet, but this here is called Player World, also known as Eternal Kingdoms. This is my world, and I use it as a guild hub for conflict. Now, starting worlds, this is where you'll want to jump into as a brand new character. Now, my Egyptian Architect as level 25 pre-starting, you can jump straight into Shadows if you would like as well. Shadows is a faction v faction campaign where guild versus guild is known as dregs, is guilds versus guilds in that world. It's more or less in game is where you find the higher resource costs or higher resource materials, and it's also where you find the majority of the player base at. Shadows player base tends to be pretty low, more or less, because the majority of people have moved on into dregs at this point. Now, here in the starter world, we'll go ahead and hop right on in. So, this is where you would spawn at right away. Everyone spawns in here the first time. So you would go up the stairs, and this is what we would call the Earth Temple. Now, like I said, if you don't know what you're doing, you definitely want to play through the quest line on a custom character, but once you get to the point where you want to level quickly, you just make this little barbarian here. And then you'll run over here into what is known as Skypoint. Alright, once in Skypoint, I'm going to show you a little map here. So this here is Skypoint. You have the 3 factions. And then here in the center is more or less where the majority of players will be instantly. You'll run into a lot more experienced players and those who are just straight up looking to PvP right away. Now, there are mobs here that you can farm that drop gold, but as a new player and someone who would be wanting to like stockpile what they have, I would go to the camp that is somewhere around your faction's control points here on the run points. So like, because I'm chaos, if I go up here, I can take that one, but there's a good chance that someone's going to come there and see it. But I can still go up there. Or I can go over here to the Satire camp, farm gold and like armor pieces and stuff, bank it, and then do what I will be showing here in a few. Oops, wrong button. So we're going to go over here into the center. I'll show you how quickly it is to get XP. Now, here in the center is also known as a hot zone, and hot zone XP is double the rate as what you would normally get from camps. So where one normal mob would get you like 65 XP in a regular camp, a single mob in a hot zone area will give you like 120 XP per kill. Wrong button. So I'm going to go over here and kill some mobs, grab some loots, and then I will show you a quick little trick. Let's go ahead and round up some shamabs. Come here. Flung him away. Alright, now that I got a little bit of loot, I'll show you. I'll get a little more. Alright, take all the loot. Alright, now I'm going to Alt-P back to the temple so that way you can see how I would level extremely quickly. Alright, so you can go to any of these fire bazaars here. It doesn't matter. And then this is what they call a sacrificial altar. And you can sacrifice items and goodies and even gold for levels. Now, all these gray items, I could sell them for 60 gold, or I can sacrifice it for 120 experience. So as you see, I was barely in the hot zone, and I almost have an entire full level. A little bit here on the left, that solid blue, I got that 100% from the hot zone. This here in the gray, bluish color is what I will receive once I confirm the sacrifice, which I will do now. And bam, I just gained 1,000 XP, just like that. And now, in between levels 1 and 30, you can sacrifice gold to get levels up to level 30. Past level 30, it doesn't work, but only up to level 30, which is soft cap for Crowfall, which means you can jump right into the action, start getting into groups, taking over forts, outposts, and even keep sieges if you get lucky enough. So we'll just go ahead and do that real quick. And there you go. Level 26. Just like that. So what you can do, as I explained, take this pretty little barb here. Go out into the world. Kill a bunch of stuff. And then sack it on your alt tune. Sack it on your alt tune. You level up extremely quick. Another little hint too is, as a fresh account, when you make an archetype, you will also receive a level 25 boost tome that you can use on another character to level it up to 25 right away as well. So leveling in Crowfall is extremely easy when it comes to 1 to 30. Past that, it gets a little bit more trickier, but it's still relatively easy compared to so many other games